feel guilty resting also. And then with my daughter going to a new school, I am worried. She's in a new school. She has a new teacher. It's a whole new environment. What time is it? It is 1:39, so it's afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm actually getting ready to go back to school shopping. I'm doing it a little bit earlier than what I did last year, because if you know anything about me, know that I don't like to do anything last minute, and if it's done last minute, it's because I have no choice. I don't like to be rushed. I don't like any of that. And when you do back to school shopping last minute, it tends to be very hectic, and a lot of the stuff is picked over and you can barely find what you want and all of that. Since I have a little bit of time, I'm gonna go do it now. And I'm not doing it extra early because my kids actually go back to school in 2 weeks. So this is not like I'm doing it a whole month in advance or anything like that. I'm doing it just in time, just to make sure that I'm not doing it the last week. I did not like the feeling when I did it the last week last time. I'm trying to not do that this time again. I haven't put on makeup in what seems like forever. This has turned into my favorite makeup product, really. And you shouldn't be putting the stick on your face, but because I know my face is clean, because I just came out the shower and it's mine, no one else will be using it, I'm not quite worried about it like that. When I went to the beach the other day, I'm here by myself, everybody else went to the beach, and I'm going back to school shopping by myself also. But I went to the beach the other day and I literally felt like I was dying. Like, the heat in Florida is no joke. Plus I need to study, so I'm gonna try to get this done very quickly. And I'm not trying to do too much either. So Valiant and Stark Ashley did a song on Russian rhythm, and Russian said he's not authorizing that, and a lot of people have a lot of problem with it. But it's his rhythm, he's allowed to do what he wants with his rhythm. I find that this has been happening in dancehall. Like, if you mess with certain people, like, you can't get on certain songs or certain rhythm. And do I feel like it's the best thing for the culture? No. But he has a right to say that the song is not good or he doesn't like the song. and that's not the vibe he was going for. Mr. People call him misogynistic. All sort of same thing. When it comes down to music, people don't play. I don't know why this is. People don't play about their creations, especially when it comes on to the entertainment industry. And I can't say I blame them, because their name is going to be attached to that forever, whether it does good or it does bad. I also see a clip of Masika previewing some new songs, and I'm gonna preview this by saying Masika is really one of my most favorite artists, especially as far as being in the new school. Masika to me is one of the best all-around artists. He's the leader of the new school to me, and I have to give props where props is due. I think Masika is very much ahead lyrically and as a performer, ahead of majority of his peers. But this clip that he was previewing his song and his friends were talking BS about Madsus and Nuffy really rubbed me the wrong way. And nobody can say I'm a hater or anything like that, or I'm biased or anything like that, because I actually went out and purchased Masika album. I actually went out and I play all the time, down to my 5-year-old and my 7-year-old know almost every single song of Masika latest album. Like, they know it word for word. When they went to Jamaica last year, they heard the songs on the radio or anywhere playing word for word. So this is how I'm to do with unbiased thing. If you are going to do all of this and say everything that you said, I think you should have just not came and said anything, because he put up a video saying that Joshie was drunk. Him never diss Vybz Kartel, and him say him and everybody's artist all the time. Songfest. Okay, that's fine. But if you're gonna say all that, then you're gonna drop a song, and then your friends are going to be calling Madsus cokehead, and I say how Nuffy, I'll drop the clip in here somewhere, and I say how Nuffy this and that, and a girl, and all sort of stuff. Very derogatory antics. If you were going to do that, you better didn't never come out and say nothing. Better did just stick to hear me this cartel. So what? Nobody now got nothing about it. Cause now it just feels like you need a whole bag of man around you to boost you up like Supper Jane. You're in a studio, the video, so you can talk shit. If that was the case and that was what you wanted to do, you really want to step in at the front line as far as kingship and who are the baddest in the dancer, right? No, all of that. You should have just let the media run with what they were running with before, cause now you look like a clown, honestly. And you have strength, or your friend them have strength Your friend them have strength for mad sauce. Where were your friends when alkaline there dashboard for your left, right, and center? You never reply. You never saw nothing. You didn't do anything. Where was this energy at? If you want to have problems, Masika, honestly, I think alkaline is the person that you figure war with. Furthermore, I don't even think Mad Susa a artist. So you're beefing with someone that's not even artist, which don't make no sense to me. Because if you look for hype, if you look for clout, you take it to the studio, you take it to the booth, and you do it lyrically with somebody that's an artist also. So it really don't make no sense to me. And I've seen Masika perform a lot of times, and he does a good job. I watched his Sunfest performance. It was a good performance. I don't think it was his best performance because he was screaming over the mic. It looked like he couldn't control his band. And quite honestly, I feel like using a live band is about to be a lost art form for Jamaican artists, because they don't know how to control a band, they don't know how to lead a band. There's a specific art to using a band, and there's a specific art to using tracks. And to each their own. Everybody have a preference, but I feel like if you're going to use a band, you need to actually know how to direct a band and be an all-around artist. And I feel like that should be a requirement for all dancehall artists, for them to know how to use a band and not only use tracks. So when he was using tracks on Sunfest, I could hear him, he sounded good. But when he was using the band, couldn't hear a thing he was saying. But that's the feast. I feel like if Vybz Kartel want to turn Mad Sus into an artist, this would be the perfect time, cause one thing about Kartel, the lyricism, the catchphrases, the beats, everything is a full production. If Mad Sus feel like he want to come into the dancehall game, I feel like this would be the best time. And there's a whole debate going back and forth about school supplies and how much school supplies cost, and if their school supplies is going in a community bin. I must be a different type of mom, because I don't give a damn. I'm buying what's on the list, buying a little bit of extra. I don't care if they're giving it to my kid, they're giving it to another kid. As long as my kid does not come home complaining that he doesn't have anything to use, then outside of that, I have no problem with what they do with what I send to the school. That's just me. And sometimes I buy a little bit of extra, put it away, and at the half mark of the year, I'll send it in a plastic bag, go give teacher or anything like that. I don't know, maybe I'm just a different parent. This is the glasses. I actually feel like I have entered to a place where I have found my personal style, and it's so hilarious to me, because old Shakira would be so proud of me that I'm actually leaning into my personal style, what I like and what makes me comfortable, and I'm not just going with trends and stuff. Like, yeah. So the sunglasses are from Amazon, the earrings are from Amazon, the top is Miji Miji. It's a black owned and African owned inspired brand. My pants are from Janine Naylor, the Target collab. And your girl is just gonna put her lip products in my bag, put back this, and head out. I'm gonna go in with my Valentino. So the goal is, I have the list of things I'm gonna go get. Book supplies first in Walmart, or school supplies first in Walmart, and then I'm gonna go to Ross and Marshalls and maybe Kohl's and buy clothing items, and then if anything is left over, I'll come to Walmart, see if I see any cute little things as far as clothes is concerned. If not, I'll buy those then. Let's see. Two extra ones just in case. Got the black X-ray, highlighter, color pencil, pencil lock, got that.
Yeah, it's still all the cool stuff.
Box of tickets. 12 change of clothing, blah blah blah. Okay. So school supplies is officially done. It is 2:59, so I spent an hour on that. Now it's time for clothes. Let's see. So that is done. I paid $128.72 for everything. School supplies. I need to check something. The goal for clothes is $100 on Kai and $100 on Milani. I'm trying to get $10 10 tops, 10 bottoms each, and I can mix and match. So the first place we're gonna go is Ross. That's my favorite place. That's where I get a lot of her cute stuff. So I like to write down what I'm gonna do, because I'll just hop in a store and just do what I want to do. So I'm gonna try getting 10 tops, 10 bottoms. So about $5 to $10 each. 10 tops Milani and 10 bottoms. 10 tops. So for Kai, I'm gonna do 5 pants, and 5 shorts. Milani is a girl. So for Milani, I'm gonna do 3 skirts, 3 pants, 3 shorts. 6, that's 9. And then if I find a cute little jumpsuit, maybe the odd man out to make the bottoms 10. So yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're finna do. Alright, so it's 3:04 now. I'm trying to spend an hour to an hour and a half to do shopping for clothing for the kids. So my car name is Betsy. I love Betsy. Okay, I love my car. My car is not too big, it's not too little. It can hold my kids comfortably. I feel like it kind of fits me personality wise, and I can drop the top when I'm feeling funky. And I also love the fact that my friggin' my sound system in this car is absolutely amazing. I feel like me I dance when me turn on the music in here. But the only thing I will say I'm not fond of this car is the AC system is not that great. Honestly, if I was getting another car, I would get another car just like this, just because I love the sound system. I love the fact that I can drop the top of my car when I feel like it, and I feel like it fits me. It's not a super big SUV, and it's not a super tiny car. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna play some music, and then so I feel like I'm finding some things and then some things are just picked over. I may have to come in here again next week or something when they get a new shipment. Was a hit for Kai. I got a lot of stuff for Kai. Like, Kai won. Last year, last schooly season, Milani definitely won. Like, I found so many good things, but I feel like the girl section in Ross is very picked over, and the boy section have a lot of gems. So, and need to grab my phone. Document everything that I got already and what I don't need to buy any more of. So let me show you guys some of the stuff that I bought, and it's $4.23, so that means I spent an hour and a half in Ross. That was the maximum amount of time I wanted to spend overall, but because Ross is Ross and you have to like dig through the friggin' racks, it was a lot. So shirt, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shirt. So I'm just gonna make a note of that in my notes app. So I have 7 shirt from Ross. I have 1 pack of socks, black. And I have 1 pack that's white. Of white socks. And I got him this Fruit of the Loom 10 pack, and this was a cool $5.99. They have them in Walmart for $8.99 or something like that. So I got 7 shirts for Kai. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 shorts. I actually have 4 shorts. I really wanted to do 3 shorts. Well, 5 shorts and 5 pants is ideal, but I got 4, so 4 is fine. And I got him some Levi's. Hopefully this fit him, because Kai is super tall and I don't want it to be too short. That's the only thing that I'm worried about with Kai. Kai is tall, so a lot of times that I buy shorts, they're short to me, or if I buy pants, they're high waters. And then I got him this cute little DKNY jogging pants. This was $12.99. I think this was the most expensive thing that I bought for Kai in Ross, and this is $12.99. I actually just bought Kai a pair of pants from Walmart like four weeks ago. One gray pants. So Kai definitely won. And while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna calculate how much everything cost. How much? I think I have an estimate. I think Kai's came to about $95, and I feel like Milani came out to about $85. So this was 6. This was 6. And his dad can buy underwear and shoes for him. That's his dad's job. I'm very much a delegator. I don't know if it's because of nursing school, but I like delegating. I will delegate the hell out of tasks. I know my part. I play my part. I know what is required of me. But if you get in the way of what I have to do, I'm gonna let you do it yourself. And if I delegate something to you and you don't do it, just know that I'm not picking up the pieces. So the socks were 6 and 6. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't go over my budget, and I'm giving myself some leeway. So I was very much right with how much I said. 95 was Kai's total. I was right. It actually came to $97 for Kai. I'm gonna try to get 3 more shirts and 1 more pants for Kai. 1 or 2 more pants. I don't need any more shorts. I might get 2 more pants and a shorts. So 97 for Kai. Let me write down what I think I'm gonna get. So that is going to be 2 pants. We have black shorts. 1 black shorts. 3 shirt. Okay. So that's that for Kai. Kai definitely won. All those got everything that I want for Kai in Ross. And I stayed on budget, so that's great. I really want to go into Target, but we're boycotting Target, so I'm not going in there. So 70, everything for Milani came to $71. So now I'm gonna just write down everything that I got for her, so I don't double buy anything. Hello? Hello? Auntie Cutie?
What's up?
Not a thing, me there. So I came to Walmart again and just got her some regular tops. I think I'm just gonna have to go to Shein and supplement some of her tops, because the girl clothes that I'm seeing is not really giving what I wanted to give. And I know my daughter is a fashionista, so the little regular shirt and pants, that alone is not going to do it for her. With that being said, Megan, deuces. I'm gonna enjoy my music and cool out. So since I'm the only one home, I'm just gonna like spread the stuff out. So this is my thighs. I'm just gonna spread the stuff out, and so when he comes in here, it's easy for him to just try stuff on. They're at the beach. I know they're gonna have to bathe and stuff, so that's fine.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too does. Search but you stay.
So this is everything I have left over because I bought extra of some things. So I have an extra hand sanitizer, 2 books, glue sticks, expo, wipes, hand sanitizer, rubber, pencil, highlighter, and an extra bag of crayons. So the only other thing that I gotta put in their bag is they require them to have a change of clothes, underwear and socks included in a Ziploc bag in their bag. So I will also do that. But that will conclude this vlog. This will conclude this part of the vlog, and I'll see y'all soon. It is the first morning of school, and both my children went off to school, both of them, today. And I'm excited and sad at the same time. This is my 1 week off from my school, and I literally have not been doing anything. I've just been resting. And I rest, but I have this thing about me where if I rest too much, I start feeling like I haven't accomplished anything, like I'm wasting my time, like I should be doing something different. And I don't know if it stems from the fact that I'm the oldest of 6 children, and I always had responsibilities. I always had something to do. I've always been the person that had to take care of me, even when my mom left Jamaica. Because when my mom left Jamaica, I was not going to be one of those child that got taken advantage of, that got used, that got abused. I've always been headstrong. I've always had a mouth on me, and I've always voiced my opinion, even in our culture where it's you should be seen and not heard as a child type of thing. So now trying to force myself to actually rest and not feel guilty sorry, and not feel guilty about resting is very hard for me. Every single morning since I've been off from school, babe has asked me, what do I have going on? What are we doing today? I told him last week that I don't want to do anything. I just want to rest. I just want to sleep. I just want to enjoy my 1 week off. And he's literally taken it on himself to do everything. He's been taking the kids to school. He's been getting the kids ready. Somewhat I help get them ready half and half. And it's just a breath of fresh air, honestly. And as I'm trying to rest, I'm trying to not feel guilty resting also. And then with my daughter going to a new school, I am worried. She's in a new school. She has a new teacher. It's a whole new environment. It's a whole new everything for her. My daughter's personality is a mix between mine and her dad. She definitely have a lot of my personality traits, as far as she has a smart mouth. She's gonna say how she feels. She's gonna throw her a fit if she doesn't get her way. And in the environment that we are raising our kids, it's very uncomfortable. I don't know how else to explain it. Even going to do her meet and greet was very uncomfortable. Even when I'm at school, me being the only black person at my school is very uncomfortable. I don't know how to explain it, but in this environment, I don't want my dark-skinned daughter to be picked on, bullied, treated different, anything like that. So it's a big cause of concern for me to make sure she is protected. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. And I'm trying not to cry. And Melanie went to school before. I don't know why. Melanie went to school before, but she went to school for half a day. And this is going to be her. She's going to be in school for a full day. My control freak powers are being relinquished. And my daughter have a very specific personality type. But my daughter have a very specific personality type, and I don't trust people. I don't trust students or kids, and I don't trust the parents that are raising their kids, and that's just that. And at this school too, I don't trust. All the issues that I've had in school, and then all the issues that Kai had in school when he just started, I feel like I'm gearing myself up to deal with some BS where Milani is concerned. I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to be optimistic and be like, oh, everything is gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. It's gonna be completely opposite of Makai, but I can't help but to revert to past experiences. But anyways, I'm gonna go cry in peace because I can't cry on camera.